Check this out, guys. XRP is continuing to head higher all the way up to where we projected the moving average would be. Not only that, but all the other cryptocurrencies are also pretty much steamrolling to the upside here, which is absolutely nuts here. You can see we have Solana drawn out. We had a beautiful symmetrical triangle, and when we originally broke out of that, we anticipated a rally back up to top resistance right here at that price ceiling. And as you can see, we are slowly but surely definitely going to hit that. Now, it wasn't the unfortunate blast off to the upside that we were hoping for here, but nevertheless, we are 100% moving up to that resistance, which is absolutely nuts. Moving forward, we have things like Ethereum continuing to explode to the upside, Bitcoin continuing to explode to the upside. We made a video yesterday. There was a small short opportunity. You can see it clear as day right here, and we'll go more in depth about this in a minute, but you can see there was a clear short opportunity that ended up hitting our target and then obviously immediately reverses even higher, which is still insane. But for those that, got in early, for those of us that got in back a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago here, we had that prime symmetrical triangle breakout opportunity right here, filled in the gap. Once we confirmed the closure above here, that was that opportunity to get in at 44K. And since then, we've just exploded to the upside, and we're just continuing to go higher and higher and higher and higher. And what did we say consistently time and time again? If we look up Bitcoin monthly history, as you guys know, statistically and historically, the Bitcoin monthly returns is always bullish. It's always bullish in February here. We said this constantly here. You can see back in January, couple months or just last month, but since 2013, of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, out of the 12, you can see right here, the 12 years here, all of these, we only had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 12 were bullish. So it's about 50-50, but on average, it's about a 3% return. Then you look at something like February, this month here, and out of the 12, we only have 10 green and only 2 bearish months with an average return of 13.9%. Again, incredible gains here. Very simple. We've been talking about this and mentioning that February would be extremely bullish for Bitcoin. And yet again, here it is proving us right. Now, we had a small short opportunity yesterday here, a quick get in and get out for those on the 4-hour charts. It was not a long-term hold, but for those that capitalize off this symmetrical triangle here, you are doing incredibly well and slowly moving that stop loss up. I am very proud of all of you guys. Now, more importantly, lots of important things to go over and lots of things to look at: when to get in, when to get out. That's what we're going to talk about. But with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump right into today's episode. So guys, super quick, for those that haven't already, make sure to sign up to BitFi down in the description below. They're giving away $100 in free cryptocurrency for those that make their first deposit and a first trade. So make sure to take advantage of that down in the description below. There are other freebies and free cryptocurrency giveaways, which I'll tell you about later on in today's episode. You can also scan the QR code right over here. But lots of things to dive in and talk about. I'm just so impressed with how much we've nailed the monthly return on Bitcoin here. Year after year, you can see statistically the average is a 15% run on the median here, and you can see the average is a 13.79%. Out of the past 12 years, only 2 were bearish. So it was a pretty good kind of guess or inference that would pretty much offer us a positive return this month. And that is exactly what we're seeing. So I'm excited to see that. Now, yesterday, granted, we've also been talking about that this bullish run was going to happen consistently here. If we go back, or we can even go back earlier, like when we were looking at January here, we made references that pumps and runs to the upside were destined to happen here. You can see how many times I've referenced in January that we were going to have a run outside the bull flag that was forming here, and it was going to take a little bit, but it was going to swing us to the upside, and that's exactly what's happening this month. We made videos and talking about the Bitcoin halving, and you can see this month has just been nothing but bullish breakouts to the upside here. Overall, the current coin market cap has been doing incredibly well as well here, up almost at $2 trillion, which is nuts, up 3.5%, 71 on the fear and greed index, and we're just pumping higher and higher and higher. It's been a very long time since we've seen 20% in, double-digit runs on a lot of these cryptos. It has been an extremely long time that we have seen that. So I'm excited that it's happening yet again. All the altcoins, I mean, anything you would have bought would have been up money. It's absolutely nuts. It's crazy that Litecoin's completely dead. at 20 on this. It's just nuts here. But all these other cryptocurrencies are doing fantastic and phenomenal. So I'm very excited to see the returns that are happening on most of these major cryptos. Almost always, even though Bitcoin tends to lead the pack, XRP does follow suit later down the road. Like XRP didn't have its breakout until many months after Bitcoin did, but it's just something to consider here. And we're not focusing on XRP at the moment. It is something to consider, but we aren't focused and honed in on it. There's nothing really huge happening on XRP, and that's totally okay. The main focus right now, like I said, is on Bitcoin and Solana here. But you can see XRP is currently filling in its beautiful symmetrical or descending fractal here. It's had a massive, and I mean a monumental bull flag formation here, filling in the gap, lower highs, lower low. We had this kind of small downtrend here, and we're kind of filling this in. And you can see on top of that, we also had a beautiful lower high, lower low formation here, a beautiful descending fractal that we expect, or descending triangle that we expected to break. We filled in the gap here. And I mean, it's on par. I don't know what you're like. I don't care what anyone says. We called this to a T. It was so obvious that there was a downtrend here. We were getting filled in. It was textbook. And that here's the breakout. Here we are rallying to the upside. I mean, it's textbook at this point here. From breakout 51 cents. Yes, not a huge breakout. We're at 54, but we are heading up to moving average. And eventually I would expect to see a run off that once we can confirm a breach outside of this very difficult area right there. Otherwise, moving forward, nevertheless, here, Solana hitting target very soon. We're about to hit target here. You can see, if I jump to the daily, kind of a better look here, we've constantly, I've shown you guys, we had a beautiful bull flag forming here. I mean, we can go back on my channel many weeks ago, and you can clearly tell that we've drawn, let's go back, we want to go back even earlier. We can go to, let's go right here. This is 2 weeks ago. We made the video, when was it? On January 25th. So literally almost 3 weeks now we made a video, and you can see yet again showing the chart. What was I talking about here? Showing the chart that February is a statistically bullish month, and we are going to see a more than likely a break to the upside here very quickly and very abruptly here. This was XRP's run. We talked about that. I want to pull up Solana. Whenever we talked about that, here we go. Here's Solana. Here's the price target that we anticipated and expected, which would be a break to the upside here. Literally just a couple of weeks ago here, we drew out a price target that we expect to see happen within Solana. Just like this. We made this video literally on the 25th back in 2024 here, or just a couple of weeks ago. You can see right here where the price target was at 87 cents. And if we pull up Solana right now, check it out. We did exactly what I predicted, to a T. I don't care what anyone says. That is identical to the pattern that we projected. I don't care. This is a beautiful textbook bull flag formation that every single person should know about, because we pretty much tracked it to a T. Yes, we said that there was going to be some turbulence and a correction was to happen to the downside, but long-term projection was this resistance right here. You can clearly take the price right here and we extend it right here to the breakout. It's a little bit higher, or you can put it right here, but nevertheless, we were headed up to retest resistance right here. It wasn't a massive explosion straight up, no, but we are doing exactly as predicted. You can clearly see the pattern drawn right here 3 weeks ago in reference to the price point that we're going to be hitting, and Solana is doing just that. So if you took the advice and you got in right around here, whatever it is, or if this is what I did, you'd be up 26% on the investment, which is absolutely phenomenal. We called this run to the upside here. I know we even touched upon XRP a little bit. We referenced the fact that XRP, if I can find the graph, I mean, it's just starting out now, but you can see if we pull it up right here, that's that bottom support. We did expect to see correction to the upside here. And if we pull up XRP, which, what did I do? No, right here, you can see we're just slowly starting to do that. Nothing too crazy or, too abruptly, but also looking at Ethereum here, you can see very nicely also a run to the upside. So I'm very excited to see this run right here. This little rally to the upside is very exciting as well. It was clearly drawn out. We talked about this many weeks ago here. We are tracking a 4-hour symmetrical triangle. Once we confirm that breakout from that, a massive explosion. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal to see all these cryptocurrencies doing what we predicted. It took a long time of consolidation. You got to consider, I make a video every single day, so it is going to get dry and it is going to get boring because I make a video every single day. But when you scale yourself out and look at things here, it is clearly predicted exactly what we said. So now with Bitcoin too, we talked about a short, and that's what we did. We took advantage of the short too. If I pull up right here, we maybe the 4 hour would show it a little bit better, or we can jump to the hourly here. I want to show you the hourly. Let's just look at that. We were get in and get out very quick. You can clearly see we had a small bit of consolidation forming here, a clear ascending triangle. Just, I don't know how you want to draw it, something along the lines of this. When we broke out of it right here, you can see it was a short to the downside. Well, how low? Well, A, first is to moving average, and B, if you take a trend line and draw the graph, the actual, ceiling right there, you can clearly tell where the projected target was. We got very close. I mean, 48,119 is what we projected, and we hit 48,322. So like $100 off, but you can see the bottom support, retest. It was a get in and get out. It was a quick short opportunity right here. Clear as day. On an hourly chart, we fell down a moving average, and then we immediately reversed up. I didn't think we would, explode this high this quick, but it did, which is nuts here. We're overbought again on the hourly, so I do expect to see some consolidation form. But not only did we call the bull flag breakout, we called the ascending triangle breakdown. And I wasn't prepared for this. I'll be honest. I was very surprised that we saw that rally here. But as for the S&P as well, a bit of a dip, and it seems like money's funneling right back into Bitcoin. So absolutely nuts across the board. But with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Make sure to check out BidFi ASAP, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.